You ever wonder how hackers manage to break into the most secure systems on the planet? Well, it's not always about writing some super complex code. Sometimes the easiest way in is to exploit the one thing you can't patch, the human mind. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the art of the human hack.
So let's just dive right in with a big question. When it comes to cybersecurity, what do you think the absolute weakest link is? A new kind of virus? Some unpatched software? Think about it for a second.
The answer, and this might be a little unsettling, isn't your software, it's you. See, attackers know that the path of least resistance into a secure network isn't through a firewall. It's by manipulating the person sitting right at the keyboard. Our own psychology is the vulnerability.
Okay, let's see how this actually works in the real world. Let's walk through a scenario. Picture this. You open your inbox and you see an email that looks pretty important. It all starts with the subject line, and this one is designed to set off alarm bells. That word urgent, man, that immediately gets your heart rate up. It creates this sense of panic, right? It's not asking for your attention, it's demanding it, and it's designed to make you bypass your usual caution. And then you open it, and the message itself is just a masterclass in manipulation. It's a 1-2 punch. First, the fear. Suspicious activity makes you worry you're about to lose your account. But then, right after that, comes the greed. A tempting $100 reward. That combination, fear and greed, it's built to make you act first and think later. So let's pause. What just happened? That wasn't a technical glitch. It wasn't a bug in your email program. It was a perfectly crafted psychological trap set by someone who understands exactly what makes us tick.
So how in the world do they do it? Let's dig into the technique behind these attacks that makes them so incredibly effective.
The name for this is social engineering. And really, it's the art of hacking the human operating system. Instead of looking for flaws in the code, attackers exploit our natural human instincts, our tendencies to trust, to help, or to panic.
And social engineers have this whole toolkit of psychological triggers they love to use. They'll hit you with fear, like your account's about to be suspended. They create a false sense of urgency. You have to act in the next 24 hours. They'll appeal to your greed with a free reward. They'll even pretend to be someone in authority, like your CEO or your bank, because they know we're conditioned to trust those figures. It's all about pushing our emotional buttons.
Okay, but how do they actually deliver these psychological attacks? Well, their number one weapon is something I guarantee you've seen in your own inbox. It's called phishing, and it's basically any fraudulent email, text message, or DM that's trying to trick you into handing over sensitive information, like your passwords or your credit card details. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all phishing attacks are the same. You've got your basic deceptive phishing, which is like an attacker just casting a huge net, sending out millions of generic emails hoping a few people bite. Then it gets more personal with spear phishing. That's like a targeted harpoon. The attacker does their homework on you, using your name, your job title, maybe something from your social media to make the email feel way more legit. And then you have whaling. This is the big game hunt, going after the C-level executives, the CEOs, the CFOs, because getting access to their accounts can be the ultimate prize. All right, understanding how these attacks work is half the battle, but the most important part is turning that knowledge into action. So let's talk about how you can build up your own digital shield and go from being a potential target to a defender. Here are 4 super simple things you can do every single time. First, always inspect the sender's email address. Look closely. Is the company name misspelled by one letter? Is it from a public domain like gmail.com instead of the official company one? Second, check the tone. Is it frantic or threatening? Are there weird grammar mistakes? Professionals usually don't write that way. Third, and this is a big one, hover, don't click. Just move your mouse over any link to see the real web address it's trying to send you to. And finally, just be super suspicious of any unexpected attachments. Don't open them. So let's boil all of this down into a quick safety checklist. Number 1, just be skeptical, especially with emails you weren't expecting. Number 2, use strong, unique passwords. Don't make it easy for them if they do get one. 3, if an email from, say, your bank looks weird, don't click anything in it. Just go to their official website or open their app yourself and check there. And finally, and maybe most importantly, trust your gut. If a message feels off, it probably is. That feeling is your best defense. So when you think about it, what attackers are really betting on is that our emotions will override our logic. They're literally hacking our instincts. In a world that's built on speed, clicks, and instant trust, maybe our greatest defense, our greatest superpower, is just the ability to pause, to question, and to be a little bit skeptical.